Hi, this is Dylan Bales, and today I'm going to be recording my speech about the Cornell style of note-taking method. I'm live streaming on a social media platform. I've got 16 of my normal viewers watching me right now as my audience. So, the Cornell style note-taking method. The Cornell style of taking notes is a very effective method of recording information and facilitating its memory retention of the content. It starts by drawing two columns, one being the Q column, where you record your questions and the important phrases and keywords, and then the second being the note-taking column, where the actual notes are written in paraphrased telegraphic sentences. At the bottom of the page, you will write a summary of the notes. Afterwards, the notes are read aloud on the writer's own time. The Cornell style was devised by Walter Polk in the 1950s, and it was included in his book, How to Study in College, in 1962. Here's an example of what the Cornell style of note-taking is supposed to look like. As you can see on the left, the Q section is where the main ideas, vocab words, and answers for the questions are written. The note-taking section on the right is where the actual notes are recorded, and underneath is where the summary section is. Why even use the Cornell style? Well, it is extremely effective at helping the note-taker understand the content by providing a format to be able to actually relate the concepts of the content together through the two columns and the summary section, which causes the writer to often find new connections within the subject. And looking for keywords can help tie all of the content together and aid understanding as well, also making it easier to distinguish between chapters of content. Questions written by the note-taker can either be answered later or immediately after writing the notes. But doing so later can keep the content on their mind, which can help with education. To continue, writing the notes by hand rather than typing also aids understanding of the content, as it provides more of a muscle memory connection to the material, rather than just simply reading it. And the fact that Cornell notes have a definite format and goal means that it's more likely that the writer will actually revisit them and want to study them. They have a more ergonomic format that makes it easier to understand what the note-taker was attempting to memorize. A study in 2012 was conducted in a school to see if the Cornell method is actually scientifically better at helping students retain information, in which Lori Quintus states, "The results indicated that the mean for Section A non-intervention groups was not significantly different than the mean for the Section B group for test scores, meaning that while there was a slight improvement of overall scores, this isn't enough to prove that it is scientifically the most effective method. However, there is some data showing that it is more effective." To review, the notes can serve as a proper study guide for the material learned, and the note-taker can easily revisit unanswered questions and review key concepts that are clearly shown in the notes. And while reviewing, the writer can also reflect more on the material with a template of nearly the entirety of the lesson. If written correctly, they can relate it to other concepts and form a deeper understanding of the material by comparing it to others and the questions and the keywords included. Ultimately, the Cornell style of note-taking is a very effective method at recording information and all possible questions while providing a format to relate key concepts and creating an easy-to-use study guide for any topic. Thank you for watching my speech.